Labor Day. It has been a long time since I did a live. You all miss me? I missed you all. I did take a short vacation, a social media vacation. Yes, it's good to practice self-care, right? And give ourselves rest when we need it. So I am back for this first week in September, and I am going to, hello, Tony. It's a little hard with the glare in the sun to see the comments, so my apologies if I'm not able to see you or what you write, but yes, I'm going to chat for a couple minutes today about, any ideas, any guesses? I'm going to be chatting about that awkward conversation a lot of people are afraid to have about what are we? Yes, the what are we conversation. But first, yes, because it's been a minute, if you need any forgiveness or evicting fear, anxiety, release support, check the link in my bio. I have several things there for you. And also, if you are new, yes, I'm at the beach. Let's just see. I'm on a rock. I went to the end of the beach to get a little quiet. Yes, if you are new to my page, my name is Beth, and I am a breakthrough coach, which means that I help people to elevate their lives after trauma or heartbreak so that they can have happier relationships, feel more confident, and have more peace with themselves. Yes, peace, keeping our peace is important. So, yes, let's get right into it, right? So, I think it was maybe Thursday, but it was last week, I was on the train, and there were two friends sitting right near me, and they were having a conversation. And I didn't catch the whole thing, but yes, I was eavesdropping a little bit. The one girl said, well, you know, I'm kind of nervous because we need to talk. I don't remember her exact words, but she was basically saying, like, I need to talk to him to find out what we are. And she said, oh, yeah, I'm seeing Steve next week, so I guess we will have the conversation then, but I'm nervous, I'm scared. She really did literally say she was scared to have this conversation with this man who I'm guessing she likes, and they've been on some dates probably, it sounded like maybe. Yes, so she was scared to have a conversation about what they were. Now, I am a breakthrough coach, so I am not a relationship coach, but here is the thing. A lot of times after we've gone through a heartbreak or numerous heartbreaks even, we are afraid to have conversations, like to really get intimate with someone else and open ourselves up. And sometimes that fear of rejection, remembering the rejection that we experienced with the last relationship or the last two relationships or maybe the last every single relationship, it depends on, you know, what your story is. But that fear of having been rejected is like in the back of our minds, sometimes in the front of our minds, and a lot of times also that memory gets stored in our bodies, so it creates this anxiety. So here's the thing, how I can help people. Hey, Julia, this is the thing, this is how I help people break through that fear, right? Because there are certain things that we can put in place leading up to a conversation of, so, where is this going? What's your vision, right? The first thing is, one, having a screening process for the initial date, right? There are certain things that I am going to ask someone that I have learned since my own relationship traumas, that I am asking someone or expecting from someone to come in conversation with me, right? If it is something like, oh, I want to just see you because you're beautiful or whatever, yeah, I already know that. I don't need that is a reason. That's not a valid reason. But there are certain different questions or things that we can discuss leading up to even going on a date. There's data. Basically, what we're doing is we're gathering data. We're gathering data on this man or this woman that we're interested in. So we can ask some questions leading up to find out really even how serious this person would be, not necessarily about myself or yourself, right? But just in general, what they are looking for. Is this person looking for just entertaining themselves because they're bored? Or are they really seeking someone who they can build a life partnership with? Now, you may not want marriage. You may not want life partnership. You yourself may just want to be entertained. So then you would ask questions that would put you in alignment with just being entertained by the person, right? So that you don't accidentally cause heartbreak in someone who's looking for the total opposite in a, life partnership. So, knowing what it is that you're looking for and asking questions just before you even go out and meet up with them for a first date. So that is the first thing. I had someone, this was a little bit ago, this was earlier this year, and he was just I don't know if he had gotten a sense about how to present himself just from other things that I have shared on my social medias or whatever. I kind of knew him. He was like a distant acquaintance, I'll say, but he showed up and he was like, yeah, I would like to take you out to lunch and I'm interested to see if there's a connection. I said, okay, all right, I can respect that, right? So he literally said what he was looking for. He was looking to see if there was a connection between us that possibly could be built on, right? That was enough data for me to spend an hour with him. Now, that's tip one for how you can break through that fear, because a lot of times what we want to do when we're afraid of a relationship or afraid of being vulnerable or afraid of having a hard conversation with someone, right? The way to get rid of that fear or to diminish that fear, there's always going to be a little bit of nerves, right? That's just normal. But the way to do that is to take back our power and our control, and having some screening questions in place. Yeah, that is really an important way to take back control so that you minimize the types of people that you're going to reject or have reject you for shallow reasons. So yes, that's tip one. Tip two is know exactly what your criteria is. So once you go out on that first date or second date, right, it's your responsibility to start asking questions, not like firing them, right? There's different things you can play. There's different games you can play. I have a question list that I share with my clients when I coach them on different types of questions they can ask someone to kind of get a feel on green flags, yellow flags, and red flags regarding that person, right? So, and they're questions that I myself use. I don't want to share them here because I'm not trying to have people like now jump into my inbox and DM me and manipulate me, right? But yes, so these are some data gathering questions that I share with my clients that they can ask on their first or second date, so they can start gathering data to find out really what type of person this is, what their character is like, any flags, and how serious this person is. Maybe not even yet about them, but just like in general about relationships. And so when you have those questions for the dates, right, that you are going to be asking and just chit-chatting about on a date, on a first or second date, right, you're starting to get a feel for that person. And so it's starting to let you not be so unclear, right? not be so unclear about where this person is mentally and emotionally and spiritually regarding relationships, regarding their mental and emotional health, and regarding what they're open to or not open to with you. So tip 1, just a quick review. Have some screening questions in place before going on a date so that you're not wasting your time. And tip 2 is having some questions on deck to chit-chat over and discuss and gather data about this person and where they're at during the first and second dates. And then the third thing is you do want to know what you're looking for, right? If you're gathering data on someone, you want to have something to measure it against. What's the point of having data and knowing that this person is someone who respects relationships, who respects you, and if you don't know if those things align with what you want, right? So knowing what you want. So a long time ago, I shouldn't even say a long time ago, but like from my 20s on, I had until about 2018, I had a really long list of things that I was looking for in a man. Well, now I have 4 things. Yes, 4 things. I actually narrowed my list. I got real specific about what I am looking for, right? And that is something, hey Jay, and that is something that I also share with my clients when I'm coaching them, right? How to like figure out what it is. Now, like I said, I'm a breakthrough coach, so I'm helping people to break through fear and even forgive themselves and trust their own judgments, right? About their choices, because sometimes trauma makes us afraid to even trust our own judgment, and so then we doubt ourselves. But when you have hey, welcome. But when you have a list of criteria of what you're looking for, like your non-negotiables is what a lot of dating coaches call it. Like I said, I'm a breakthrough coach. But you then know how to measure the data you're gathering about someone and see if that data you're gathering is in alignment with what it is that you guide. And then when you start from the trauma or the fear, right, of I don't know if I can trust myself to make a good decision again while I'm in this dating. I made so many bad judgment calls in the past. Can I trust my judgment this time? What if this person is X, Y, or Z, right? So you have the data, you have what your criteria is, and you can like literally have something that you can match and level things off with, right? So again, that's something else that I do with myself, I do with other people who I work with, and that way it removes that fear, that anxiety, so that you're not on the train, like I shared at the beginning of this live, sitting next to your best friend going, I'm so afraid. We have to have the conversation about what are we, but I'm so afraid. I'm nervous about having it. You don't have to have that fear, that real high anxiety with someone, because you've already figured out how to screen someone. You've already figured out how what you want, and you've already figured out how you're going to make sure that your needs and your desires are in alignment with who this person is showing up and showing themselves to be, right? So it's allowing you to take back your power in your relationship and actually, in the long run, do exactly that. Have breakthroughs in your relationships where they become healthier and happier, and you can enjoy them instead of being on pins and needles about, oh my goodness, how is this going to go? Oh my goodness, am I making a mistake? Oh my goodness, what if I can't trust this person? Oh my goodness, what if this ends in heartbreak again? Oh my goodness, I just don't know. I'm so confused. It eliminates that confusion and that fear. So yes, now, fun little thing that I have. Wow, that is very helpful. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I have one more thing if you're interested. So in my bio, in the link, I was going to share this. I have a quiz that's titled, Are You Ready for Love? And that quiz will give you the result on you're ready for love or maybe you're not yet. And it will show you, the results will show you where it is that you're not feeling ready, right? And what it is that you could do to get breakthrough in your relationships, what you could do to get breakthrough so that you don't have that fear and that anxiety in your relationships and you have healthier relationships. Like the results will give you the places where you could benefit from breakthrough. So that's in the link in my bio. It's called the quiz. It's like a 2-minute quiz. It's only a few questions. I think it's 12 questions or 14 questions. I can't remember now. But yes, it's in the link to my bio and it's titled, Are You Ready for Relationships? Parentheses quiz. Yes. So yes, I hope that helps you. I'm glad that helped you. And I sent you a question. You don't have to answer it on live. Can you DM me? Okay. Yes, I will look now. It's really hard because of the glare in the sun. I'm out at the beach. The water. Yay. Last day of summer, I said, well, it's not, but the last day of official summer, I said, I have to go to the beach and relax a little bit. But I'll check on your, in my DMs and get back to you. So yes. That's it for today. I plan to do lives every day this week just to get us going into the month of September, and because I did take a little bit of self-care social media vacation. So I will see you all tomorrow. All right? Peace.